Listen, the reason people blame you when everything go wrong in their life is because you at peace. You at peace. The reason why everybody look at you and point fingers at you when a midlife crisis happens is because you always at peace through everything. God gave you peace. Peace that only He can give. These people don't have peace. These people can't find the peace that God has gave you. The peace that you got from God, they can't find. They don't have. So this is why people get mad at you when something is going wrong in their life. Because you be chilling, but they look at you as if you not feeling what they going through, or you don't understand what they going through, or they look at you as if you simply don't see what they going through, or they simply are jealous of the peace that you got. They jealous of the peace you got. You know, for a lot of my time growing up, everybody always looked at me like, whenever a problem came up, everybody looked at me like it was my fault. It's not our fault that Jesus slept on a boat when the storm was happening. It's not our fault. But that's the reason why people blame you for everything. They always want to look at you and be like, you the reason why this happening. It's not that. They just jealous. They are jealous of the peace that you can have when all hell breaks loose. All they can see is the peace that God gave you. When everything falls apart, it just be like you be so calm and collected. It's like they see Jesus when he's sleeping on the boat, y'all. I'm telling you. That's exactly what it be looking like to them. It be looking like Jesus sleeping on that boat. And they like, how? They don't understand. It's the peace that only God can give. And it's not to be like, oh, get mad at them or be mad. It's just the understanding. It's the enlightenment. It's the enlightening. Don't do that. It's just for you to know, for you to understand, so you can continue to communicate with God and continue to move the way He is telling you to move. Yeah, man, God brought that up. He dropped that on my heart, man. I was sitting there washing the dishes and it clicked. Like, man, the reason why people blame you for everything, this is how you know you chosen. Because when you a chosen vessel of God, people automatically look up to you. They probably don't want to say it. They probably don't even want to look in the mirror and be like, man, I look up to dude. I look up to sis. They won't admit it, y'all. They won't admit it, but they automatically have to follow the spirit of God in us. When they look at you, they look at the light that's in you. It could be something so simple like a sink with no dishes in it. But you can wash your dish out. That'll get everybody else washing their dish out. So it won't be no dishes in the sink. But when it ain't no dishes in the sink and you leave your dish in there, they feel like they can leave their dish in there. Does that ever happen to y'all? Have you all ever noticed that? It's like when you do something, they feel like it's okay to do. God's called us to lead people. He's called us to spread love to people. He's called us to enjoy our lives, be happy, be glad in our work, do our work, and enjoy our fruits and multiply. But yeah, that's the reason why people blame you for everything. They always look at you. They be like, man, he ain't going through what I'm going through. He don't feel what I feel. That ain't really true. Because If we a chosen vessel of God, we automatically have empathy and we automatically have discerning moments where we can pick up things, where we see what's going on, where we see what's the problem, and we can help them. But it's not necessarily their fault. This is why you can't go and be like, oh, and this is what you do, this is why you ain't, no, you can't do that because the enemy of this world, it's not their fault. Pray for these people. They are being used. They don't have the veil lifted off their eyes. They can't see what you see. They don't understand. So pray for these people. Don't go back and tell them what they doing wrong, or continue to love your people. Continue to do your work. Continue to spread love. Continue to live with joy, continue to spread kindness. Some of these people might be your family members. I know my case growing up is just like you had to walk on eggshells, you know, because you didn't want to disappoint nobody, or you didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings, or you didn't want to step on nobody's toes. But now, how far God has brought us, the position God has put us in, be grateful. Be grateful of your family. Telling you, that's why a lot of people who feel like they can blame you for when things go wrong is because you always at peace. They might look at you like you ain't doing nothing, or they might look at you like you don't want to do nothing. It really does tie into a lot of things people may feel, or the reason why they do feel like that. It's not our fault that we at peace. It's just God has called us to not fear, not worry. He told us these things. This is how we live. It's not our fault. But people make it seem like we out of place or we doing something wrong. Like, go to God. The only way you can live like this is if you go to God, because a lot of people, they are under the impression of other people. They trying to maintain what they have gained. Chosen people of God, bro, everything that they have gained, have to lose it. Take it up to the Lord for further confirmation. And if you don't agree with what I'm saying, you might just be one of those people who look at other people when they at peace, when all hell breaks loose, and be like, man, how? But if you do agree with what I'm saying, you might have been through this before. You might have felt like this before. I make videos like this all the time, so if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, comment down below, share with somebody who may need to hear this. And God bless you. I'll see you in the next one.